who's your number one girl? Right now, we got a lot of questions about the song because I want to see it live. I think this could be a really great performance of vocal and vulnerable. I think this is going to be the best Rosé.
We do have a lot of questions because this is the type of environment in which she should shine, but it's still a difficult song. Bruno Marsito!
I'm actually really, really excited for this. I really liked it when I heard this.
Yeah, we were big endorsers when we checked the thing out.
Yeah.
It's a shame some sections got muted. So I do apologize.
Tell me that I'm special. Tell me I look pretty. Tell me
the way she pronounced that shit.
It's cute.
The angel, the sweet arty city. Say what I'm dying to hear.
KBS sometimes does like to go super raw.
Well,
so
especially
I'm hoping that they do here.
They have these shows where it's like all vocal focus, you know, like the Immortal songs and all of this stuff. Sometimes they do a really good job of like keeping everything as raw as it happens.
Yeah, so I hope this is one of them.
Tell me I'm that new thing.
So far, so good.
Tell me that I'm relevant. Tell me that I got a big heart and back it
A
up
big
with
heart.
Big hot.
evidence.
It's a very cute
It
and
is
like
such a good song. I
the
know.
hell?
It makes you want to hug her.
Yeah, it's very unique.
It's so good.
This late at night, isn't it lonely?
Nice.
Do anything to make you want me.
Nice. I mean,
Nice.
we
This
said
is
this
really
before
good.
in the Baby Monster video. It was Rosé who changed the game in terms of timbers that seemed to appeal a lot to the market in
Commercially
Korea.
speaking, it was consolidated with Rosé for
Correct.
sure.
It was Blackpink who changed the game in terms
Yes.
of female timbers. That wasn't a timber that was doing well. It was Rosé that started doing well with that
Yeah.
timber, and then all of a sudden everyone in the industry is now trying to replicate that shit.
But legendary status.
If you told me
Nice.
And I think this is the best you're getting from Rosé.
I agree.
Currently, I think this is her peaking.
I think so too.
Everyone used to gush about her vocals back then. I think they were fairly unmatured yet because, again, she's been
You
very
have to
vocal about her maturation process and it's been difficult.
And I also think you have to go through a first solo
Hell yeah.
before you find your actual skin, you know?
But this is mature Rosé
Yeah, I
and
agree.
vulnerable Rosé, which is good. But vocally speaking and technically speaking, I think she's actually settled.
you're one and only. So what's it gonna take for you to
This is pretty raw, you know?
Yeah, very.
give it all up if you told me?
It's nice from KBS to do
I
that type of
like
stuff.
it.
I want truth.
What girl in your eyes?
Because then their compliments are actually genuine and I don't have to worry about
Tell
post-production.
me I'm going real big places. Down to earth so friendly. And even through all the phases. Tell me you accept me.
Also, it is a believable performance, like, to the sound because of how settled and how physical she's being with the song.
Agreed.
Tell me that you need me. Tell me that I'm loved.
Yeah,
That's a
see
nice
the
arrangement. Yeah.
little touch of diphonic. And you see her engagement in the abdominal wall.
She seems pretty fresh, so I presume she might have sung this song first, which is smart. I don't think she should sing this song after Apathy. I think she should open with this and then go to Apathy and
I
that type
agree.
of stuff,
Yes,
just
I
for the
agree.
sake of her own vocal stability. You know, not that she can't do it, but it is vulnerable.
You need to be really settled. Also, it's clever choose
Choose
for
choice.
this, and
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
everything about this is very well thought through. This is a pretty strong live.
I don't know if she's putting her hand in her stomach to look for feedback, or maybe she's just sort of engaging, you know, for emotional sort of
Could be.
performance. I
I
think she's just giving it some emotion, you know what I mean?
Yeah, nice. This is real. This is real.
Very nice. Good. I swear to you, I want this from all idols. And I like that Rosé is being a flag bearer for this type of shit. Good, man. Because she's so fucking famous. People will copy what she does.
Nice. Yeah, nice. Well done.
She's made huge improvements. I
This
swear
is
to you.
incredible. I actually love the
What the
fact.
fuck?
I actually love the fact that you can hear the flip in the falsetto.
Yeah.
So I like that. I don't want the pristine stuff. I don't,
because it's not vulnerable. That's not real.
Also, this song does not need to be polished. No. Like, you don't want to hear note perfect and everything just freaking, I don't know, hermetic and unnatural. You want to hear the vulnerability. I don't want pitch correction.
I don't want vocal splits. I don't want trickery. I want rosé, bro.
And this is what you're. I'm such impressed with this. I'm so impressed with this.
That's why I was very hopeful, because KBS they pick and choose.
Yes,
depending on the show.
I think it depends. I think it also depends on the label and who they're working with. And
well, not really. No, I don't think it has much. I think it's more to do with the show. Weirdly, because we have seen performances of, big labels and small labels, and they just filled with pitch correction. And they're filled with post production. That wasn't what happened on the night.
It's true.
And aid and There is a channel I would recommend you guys go watch, because it's very interesting when he breaks down these things on how the post production a lot of the shows works, not just in the East like in Korea, but also in the West. To some of your favorite singers, the Carpenters, the Taylor Swifts, the even Grande sometime. It's very intriguing, and a lot of it isn't actually what you got in your ear that night. What you got on television, what you got broadcasted is very fucking different. But this seems to be very on par with what I think the take was, which is great. You should, by the way, you should be skeptical.
Yeah,
the more skeptical you are, the better, because you go buy the tickets and you won't be disappointed.
Correct.
Or you're creating the right amount of cynical hearing and analyzing things for what they actually are. So then when you say, "Wow, Rosé is becoming a fantastic singer," you actually know that you
mean it.
You're not delusional.
And it's backed up by fact.
Correct.
There is a factual evidence to that.
I like this shit. She didn't have to change who she was, just refined.
Nice.
Tell me I'm number one girl. I'm the number one girl in your eyes.
Nice, well done.
Well, isn't it only too many things to make you want me?
I like it.
Very
I
nice.
like it.
You hear some sense of vulnerability and stuff, very nice.
Me that I'd be the number one girl in your eyes. You're one and only. So what's it gonna take for you to want me?
Very, very nice. It's a very strong performance.
Me that I'd be the number one girl in your eyes. The number one girl in your eyes.
Rosie. It says Rosie. I was like, what the fuck is she wearing? Also, even the whole look, and obviously she's wearing makeup, but it's like soft, and the fucking look is like very much her. Nice.
Oh, girly, you smashed that.
It's an auditorium. I think this is the same auditorium where Forestella performed
yes.
ages ago.
I'll let you go away. There goes my happily ever after. Tell me why can't we try and start again?
Start. I love her. Honestly, you just want to squish her. She's so cute.
He makes her very likable with these types of performances. Immensely likable. Who the fuck composed this song?
I think this is a cover.
Whoa.
Bruno Mars?
Because I was going to say, that sounds like Bruno Marsito 1,000%. I think also advantageous as well for someone like Rosé to be hanging out with people like Bruno Mars.
Also, it pushes technical ability. Like, here's the thing.
It's just contagious, you know. When you hang around people at that high level, it's just contagious, you know.
Exactly that. I was just gonna say. I was gonna use the philosophy of the metaphor of when you're in school and you hang out with the kids that get good grades all the time.
Yeah.
Some of their techniques and like the ways of studying stick to you, and that's the way to improve. I suppose the people you surround yourself with will elevate, or in some cases, degrade some of your artistic development. And you can obviously tell some of the singing influences in this type of songs, especially because it's more pop forward than some of the other ballads that she had tried to put up under YG. So this is actually
also,
quite
that means
exciting.
she had less control, even though obviously she was credited in all of her solo stuff. You do have less control than when you do it independently like this, or at least more hands-on.
I do think this is way tougher in a personal level, though. I think
I wonder how she's doing, in the head, up in the noggin.
Yeah, this is definitely harder in a personal way, because the things that would have been taken care of by the label, or that you wouldn't have had to make a decision for, she has to do that, especially because of like the packaging and like how she wants to be perceived, how she wrote those lyrics, who she surrounded herself with for these performances.
That is true.
This is tough.
I think at the level she's at, I don't think, I hope she's chosen a very good team, and they're obviously taking their time in doing this. So
and you can obviously tell there's a lot of comfort, so I'll bet that she has a good team.
I was going to say, K-pop idols, Korean pop does a lot of things very well. Like, for example, the whole idea of them becoming like a modern triple threat without the acting ability, even though some idols can act. But the only concern I've always had with Korean idols is that actually the evolution isn't always that the K-pop idol learns to dance, learns to sing, learns how to be a visual and all that stuff, learns to promote. But very rarely do you actually ever learn to compose and write and produce themselves. Very rarely.
Unless they show some sort of
signs of that early on.
Yeah.
But not everyone's a woozy, and not everyone it's it's an ace. Not everyone it's who else are some of the groups that sort of like to compose themselves a lot. Bang Ye Dam, AB6, so obviously 17, BTS. Not everyone is like that. Actually, the vast majority, Stray Kids, the vast majority are not like that. G-Idol. But these are standouts. And there's thousands of K-pop groups out there, and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, of people going into idol training. My only criticism of that system has always been, I think, which obviously you actually can't do this too much because you take away power from the label. It's actually a miracle that 17 has become so popular. It's actually a miracle that Stray Kids have become so popular. It's somewhat of a miracle that G-Idol has become so popular, and look at all the issues they've had with Cube. It's a miracle that fucking BTS has become who they are. That shouldn't have happened against all odds. My criticism was you're not actually developing these guys, musically speaking, that much. You're just creating products. And Blackpink was a good example of that, up until it seemed the girls showcase, because of their relationship with Teddy. Actually, mate, let me fucking have a crack.
Yeah, I think I can do
and
some
Rose
of this.
was one of the first ones to do that. That's why when we saw that documentary, I was like, ha! This is good. And the fact that she's saying I'm struggling with that shit, great. Fucking, that's a monster you can face. Go battle it out. And the fact that now we're here and she's fucking co-producing music with Bruno Mars, that's the highest level of production and musical complexity at the moment in the pop world. It is the Anderson .Paaks. It is the Bruno Mars.
It is Lady Gaga.
They are at the top of both musical complexity and obviously selling capability and selling power. So to see Rose be involved in that circle, do not be too surprised if you do see Rose start hanging out with the Lady Gagas. Do not see her be, it being too crazy if Bruno Mars also facilitates other relationships and the other artists to then also inspire Rose to do other stuff, and for her music to even become more and more complex, more vulnerable.
Yes.